There we go. Welcome back to another episode. We are about to go do some post-spawn bassing, but before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Karl's Bait and Tackle. So Karl's Bait and Tackle is an online tackle retail shop where you can buy pretty much everything that you could possibly need for fishing, from line to lures to hooks. They have hard body baits, they have soft plastics, pretty much anything that you could take out on the water, cast into there, and catch a largemouth bass on, or a smallmouth bass, or literally any species. They got it. So check them out, guys. I cannot recommend them enough. If you're a member of Karl's Club, it's $49 for the entire year, and what you're gonna get with that is pretty much unlimited access to some insane deals. You're gonna be getting like 30% off on lures that you already planned on buying, so the link's gonna be down in the description below. I can't stress how awesome it is. I just started using it this year, and I cannot make any complaints at all. It's like a tackle online retail shop on steroids, so check them out, guys. You're gonna get some insane deals, and without further ado, let's go catch some largemouth bass. Got one on the frog. He's all wrapped around the posts and stuff. It's a decent little guy, a little pounder. First fish to start it off. It's got the old Spro frog choked down her throat. Nice first decent one up shallow. We are rocking the trolling motor only, so we're pretty much kind of stuck fishing a small area of the lake. Another good one right there, 2-pounder. They're all over, all over. Bass everywhere. We're gonna tear them up. There's another little guy. There he is. Yes, sir. There's a good one. Yeah. Not a big one, but she's a good one. First solid fish of the day. I got her. She's not that big. About 1.5 pounds or so. You see another one? We're seeing these fish cruising all over these flats. Basically, what we're targeting right now, guys, is these fish are off beds. I don't think that there's any more spawning bass here in Michigan, but they're all sitting there kind of guarding the fry. They're sitting around bluegill beds, and they're sitting around the fry that they just hatched not too long ago. And that's a good 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds fish right there. You see a bunch of them? He sees a whole school of them right there. So we're getting into them here. That's my second fish and first decent one of the day right there. Get her back in the water. Just throwing the old little Texas rig weightless Senko. Absolutely killer bait for post-spawn bass. Got another one. Little guy. Little guy on the Senko. Fish numero tres. Just blind casting the Senko on the flats. We are gonna run into a big one today, boys and girls. Got one. That was way off the break. Little guy. Okay. Well, we had to take a slight detour and go get me some sunscreen so I don't get burnt to a frickin' crisp. But we are back on the spot, and that was like my second cast throwing out there with that little Senko. You got one? Big one? Decent one. Leo's got himself one. Was that on the Guggen Baits? Yeah. On the Guggen Baits craw? There you go. That's a solid one. Okay. They are freaking stacked up and loaded over here. Nice, dude. Oh. Watched him eat it. Watched him eat it. Catching a lot of little guys here, but we're seeing some like 2 to 3 pounders already. And I know this lake's got some like 4 and 5s. So we're gonna catch a big one here eventually here. It's bound to happen. Quick tip with your Senko. This one got tore up, so what I'm gonna do is pull this off, flip it the exact opposite way. It's like as good as new. It's like the hook never even penetrated it. So you could get a couple more fish out of this same Senko. Perfectly straight, ready to rock and roll. But like I said, we were targeting these post-spawn fish, so we basically have a really shallow flat that I'm assuming that a ton of bass probably went up here and spawned. I haven't fished this lake all year, and now just there's a ton of little like weed pockets, and there's a nice little drop off here, and there's bass just cruising back and forth guarding fry. And we were targeting those fry guarders, and I know there's gonna be some big ones chilling around here somewhere. There he is. Another 12-incher. Come on. Get bigger, dude. Okay. Another little 12-incher for the Senko. Okay guys, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit here. I'm gonna start throwing this little Catchco diesel jig because we're not getting any big bites up shallow. We've seen a couple cruisers, but actually most of the bigger ones we've been seeing on that kind of deeper break. So I'm gonna go turn back around, fish this jig in about like 10 to 20 feet of water, anywhere in that little range, and see if we can get any of those bigger fish out deep, because up shallow it's just not happening. We fished about a quarter of the lake so far, and all we've caught is like little 1-pounders. So stay tuned. We're gonna go out deeper. We're gonna go get some big fish. Let's go do it. Okay, little 3/8 ounce football jig, green pumpkin hard hat jigs. Gonna get this thing done. There he is on the jig. It's a better one too. A little bit. Not a big one, but we're going somewhere now. Now we're headed in the right direction. That's a good one. So, like I said, we decided we were gonna move off a little bit deeper here. I'm throwing this little Catchco diesel jigs, and I'm sitting in 15 feet of water. This fish probably came out of about 10, and that's probably the biggest one. The one Senko one was pretty close, but we're gonna get our best 5 going, so I'll put her on the scale. She's not giant by any means, but like I said, I'm very confident that we're gonna catch some really big fish, so I wanna just, you know, have our best 5 going regardless. So let's see what we got here. You can tell she's kind of a post-spawn fish. She looks like she would be about a 2 1/4, 2 1/2. But she is 1.94 after post-spawning. So, first decent little fish there. Probably like my 5th or 6th cast with a jig. So, we're gonna keep doing that. Throwing this little deeper break here. It gets down to like 20 feet real fast, and see what we can come up with. Sweet. She crushed it. Dang, how big was that one? Seemed pretty nice. It felt pretty nice. You got one? Dude, they are loaded over here. I can't believe I just missed that one. Leo hooked up though. We almost double up if I didn't suck. How big's that one? Decent one. Another pounder. I just had a big one follow me up, missed another decent one, and then he caught another. That's a decent one. Oh yeah, oh you got your camera too, I didn't even see that. Heck yeah. There you go, man. Solid little pounder. We just haven't got any big ones yet. They could have missed one right there, who knows? It could have been a 4-pounder for all I know. That felt like she had some girth to her. That was right where we saw some of the big ones too. Got one? Good one? Oh yeah, that's a good one right there. Yes sir. You can put that one on the scale. Yeah, buddy. Just saw like a 4-pounder, and then Leo just got this decent one here. Probably like a 15-incher. Easy Michigan keeper. We'll get her on the scale. So we've only weighed one other fish so far. This is honestly the only the second fish we weighed. We had another 1 or 2 that probably could have been weighed, but we weren't doing that quite yet. Yep, 1.5, 1.54 pounder. So we got a 2-pounder and then a 1.5 pounder right there. Not bad. Sweet deal. Sweet deal. Only weighed 2 of them. We have seen a good 15 to 16 pounds worth for the best 5. We just have not been able to connect any big ones quite yet. There we go. That one might be a big one. Good one. Not a big one, but that one's gonna go on the scale. You missed one? Almost doubled up. So that's on that Catchco diesel jig. She's got a frickin' down her throat too. Okay, not a very big one, but that's definitely a 14-incher. That's a Michigan keeper. She's kind of skinny and post-spawn. We'll see what she is dealing with here. We are getting closer to our best 5. Smallest one that we've weighed so far though. We're going wrong direction. 1.34 pounds. So now we got a 2-pounder, a 1.5 pounder, and a 1 1/4 pounder. There we go. We're going the wrong way, dude. We need like a 2 1/4, 2.5, 4-pounder, 8-pounder, 15-pounder, you know. That's the kind of direction we need to be going in. Okay, so that is a wrap on this little mini excursion. We probably only fished for like 2 hours or so. I still do not have an outboard motor. My starter was supposed to come in yesterday. It is now Saturday, and I still have no starter, AKA we have no outboard motor. So we were just trolling around the lake, doing our thing. We caught, you know, several like 1.5 pounders, a couple right about 2 pounds, but nothing too big. Still a decent day. What do you think, buddy?
Pretty slow, but...
Pretty slow?
But we got a couple.
Got a couple, so... Yeah, like he said, pretty much. I mean, we caught a few fish here and there. Thank you guys for watching today's video, but we're gonna go pre-fish for tomorrow because we're gonna be doing a tournament, probably taking the old little 14-footer out of retirement too. So you guys are gonna see the tin can hit the water tomorrow. Hopefully, if she's all, you know, ready to go. That boat has not seen the water for like 2 years, so we're gonna go test her out, make sure everything's up to par, because we don't have an outboard motor on this boat, so there's really no point in trying to fish a tournament with it. But thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I will catch you guys next time.